Venezuela's President Hugo Chavez has ordered troops, tanks and warplanes to the border with Colombia. Tension is rising after Colombian soldiers crossed into Ecuador and killed 17 rebels. Mr. Chavez called Colombia's President Alvaro Uribe a gangster in charge of a terrorist state and accused him of pushing the region to the brink of war.
Venezuela's President Hugo Chavez used his weekly address to tell his people he will mount a military defense on the country's border with Colombia.
Nosotros no queremos guerra.
We don't want war, but we will not allow the North American empire, who is the master, and its sub-president Uribe and the Colombian oligarchy to divide, to weaken us. We will not allow it.
Chavez has sent soldiers, tank battalions and the Air Force to the border with Colombia following last week's incursion by Colombian soldiers into Ecuador to kill 17 rebels from the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, or FARC. Chavez called Colombia's President Alvaro Uribe a gangster in charge of a terrorist state and rejects his explanation for the deaths.
The Colombian oligarchy says it was combat. It was not combat. It was a cowardly murder.
His Ecuadorian counterpart, President Rafael Correa, is also moving troops to the border with Colombia. He says Colombia has lied about the rebel strike and describes it as an intentional violation of sovereignty.
The bodies were in pyjamas. In other words, it was not heated battle. They were bombed and massacred while they were sleeping, with the use of technology to locate people at night in the jungle, surely with collaboration with foreign powers.
In Colombia, President Uribe attended the funeral of a soldier killed during the raid on the FARC guerrillas' jungle camp on Saturday. He did not respond to questions on his reaction to Venezuela's military response. The highest profile rebel in the group was Raúl Reyes, a designated spokesman and potential future leader. The Colombian military transported the bodies of the rebels to Bogotá in a very public display, and people awoke to the news on Sunday with images dominating newspaper headlines across Latin America. Both Ecuador and Venezuela have withdrawn their ambassadors from Bogotá, and the Colombian ambassador has been ejected from Ecuador's capital.